What's up, guys? Welcome to What Do You Meme? I'm the founder. Menno, I live in the Netherlands, but who gives a shit, right? Let's talk about the project. I want to introduce What Do You Meme by making a YouTube video about it. Since I am myself a YouTuber, I run two different channels, the FOMO Factory and FOMotion. And after 2 years being in the crypto space and after having a lot of experience for 10 years in crypto, I bought my first Bitcoin in 2013 for $400, made a killer out of that, sold it for 800. But I decided, man, I have the experience now that I know what works for me, and I want to put that into my own project. We already have an existing community, and now let's take that community, expand it, and bring us all to the moon. Therefore, I created What Do You Meme? And in this video, I would like to show you what we do actually. And if you know about the product, then you're gonna love it. So again, sorry, I'm Dutch. My English isn't great, but I try my best. So what do you mean? What do we do? Well, very simple. I will go in more details, but it's basically very simple. We are a coin launched on the Binance Smart Chain, and we have a small buy and sell tax. That tax, we collect the tax, and we put it mostly, apart from the liquidity, in our Launchpad wallet. Now, what Launchpad wallet? This is our Launchpad wallet and how it looks like after 1 month of existence. All right, coin launched beginning of June. I recorded this video the 16th of July, so slightly over 5 weeks. Now, what do we do with this? As you can see in this wallet, we invested in Seedify, in Engine Starter, in Decubate, and we, for example, have DAO Maker on our watch list. We have GameFi on our watch list, and we will have more on our watch list. Why is that? Well, it's because of crypto pre-sales. We use the taxes to fill up the wallet, and we use that wallet to invest in crypto pre-sales. Because I'm gonna show you a source that if you do not know about that, you're gonna be like, oh, wow. And that's exactly what's gonna make us all an insane passive income. And my end goal for the project, it's not even the end goal, there is no end goal, we will be here forever. But my goal for the project is to provide our complete community with a passive income that's sustainable, right? Without any stupid Ponzi-nomics like these projects offer. You get 2% a day, blah, blah, blah. Where do we get the money? Where's the money coming from? Well, we don't know, don't ask that question. We show you exactly what we do, right? So even in the next bear market, after the coming bull market is over, and in the next bear market, we won't have money coming in for people to claim, so they don't, have to stress ever again. Okay. Now, we now launched in the bear market. And that's, of course, beautiful because these Launchpad tokens are very cheap to get in. But first, let me rewind a little bit. For the people that don't know, what are these Launchpad tokens? Well, crypto pre-sales have made me personally a lot of money, and I get a passive income. I don't have to work anymore. I can just live from these pre-sales now. And that's the goal that I want for this community. Now, crypto pre-sales. Let's talk about that. If you go to cryptorank.io, you can here see IDO, ICO, and click Launchpads. And here you, for example, can click on Seedify, the project that we invest in. And if you look at their all-time high ROI, so Seedify is a launchpad, an incubator, a starter for projects, right? They released Blocktopia, for example. At the all-time high ROI, it did a 700x. Well, that was kind of exceptional, but it doesn't mean we will never get that again, right? But also Cryptometa, CryoWar, Sidus Heroes, Tryhard, Spintop, Good Games Guild, Chain GPT. They all had amazing returns. And this was mostly, the site is a little lacking right here, but this was mostly end of 2021 in the bull market, right? So in the bull market, a lot of good projects released that do more than 100x weekly. However, how do you get in? You have to have, in this case, Seedify tokens. But the Seedify token is quite of an expensive token, especially in the bull market. If you look at Seedify right here, you'll see that in the bull market, Seedify was sitting at around $18, right? Now, in order to get the highest tier on Seedify in this specific case, you have to have 100,000 Seedify tokens. This would have cost you $1.8 million. That's for the average investor slightly too expensive to get into, right? But the higher your tier, the more you can allocate in such a launch, right? So if you have a launch that does a 700x, but you only invested $100, still nice. But what if there is a project that does this collectively, so we can invest $5,000, for example? Well, that's exactly what we do. So you can basically see us as the VC, venture capital, and a venture capitalist is a person or a firm that helps startups, right? In crypto, outside of crypto, they raise money for these projects. Right. And the benefit for the VC is that if the project succeeds and they are early, they get a big share of that project. Now, that's what we are trying to accomplish. And therefore, we are now stacking up on Seedify. We have tier 7 out of the 9. We are stacking up on Engine Starter. We have quite a lot of Engine Starter tokens already, Decubate, and we will expand to more launchpads. Now, how are you going to profit from this exactly? Well, you can look, you can find all the information about what do you meme on CoinMarketCap, on CoinGecko. You can go to our website where you probably already are, because I'm replacing this video as we speak, and soon the whole website will be replaced because, of course, meme. What you see is meme, right? It's basically a working product project has sometimes no hype, and then it also doesn't succeed. But just a meme coin, you know, has no utility to fall back on. So we try to combine this, right? We already partnered with some meme generators that, sorry for the, that make sure that we have the hype that we are supposed to have. So therefore we chose the quokka, and the quokka looks like a retarded hamster, but the quokka is actually the happiest animal on the planet. Search for it on Google, and that's because of its huge smile. And that's what we try to accomplish. Gather the most happy, smartest, and richest community in the world by participating in these launchpads. So how do you actually profit from this? Well, if you go to our white paper, you can find some information right here. This is still a work in progress, but I make a ton of videos, so there are all different videos right here. You can find out about it. But what we basically do is this. We have the Launchpad wallet, right? And here you can find out about the utilities. So if you go to whatdoyoumemecrypto.app, I'm shooting this video at the moment that staking is not live yet. At the moment you watch it, staking is probably already live. So you can go to staking, you can connect your wallet, and you can choose the staking pool where you want to stake your What Do You Meme tokens. If you want to buy it, by the way, you can just copy your contract address, go to PancakeSwap, buy it, set the slippage at 6, then it will work. 5.5 will probably also work. All right. Now, how do you profit from this? Well, we invest in these launchpads, in these in these pre-sales that happen through launchpads. All right, so let's say we invest $5,000 in project A, and project A does 100x. We have $500,000. Cool. That money is coming back into our Launchpad wallet. Then on our app, here on the governance, you can vote. We will make a pool and you can vote. What are we going to do with that $500,000? There are a couple of possibilities. One, we put the money back into the staking contract, and the stakers of the What Do You Meme token can claim their share. I have to adjust this, by the way. And you can find a little bit more information about it. You can stake the What Do You Meme token. You can claim your share of our profits, right? And the percentage that you can claim is based on the amount that you stake and how long you're going to stake it. So we look at how much is staked in total, right? What is your share of that total? And there's mathematical reasoning behind that, right? And a higher staking pool for, let's say, 1 year gives you a boost compared to if you stake for 3 months. So that's how you can do that. So let's say everybody says, put the complete 500K into the staking contract. Fine. If you stake a lot of tokens and you can, let's say, get 5% of that, you can claim your 5% of that $500,000 on our D-app. You can just go to the D-app and you can click claim. Simple as that. You can see on our D-app exactly how much you are liable to claim. By the time that goes live on that page, I will post a separate video. But that's one. Right? There's more than that, because apart from giving you the money directly, there is another way to make you money. And myself as well. By the way, there are no team tokens. All right. I participated in my own sale. in the pre-sale and in the second private sale, I missed out on my own sale because I had to, you know, make sure that everything worked, and it sold out in like 9 seconds. So I'm not even the biggest holder. Doesn't matter. I have a strong belief in this project because I know it works for me personally. And now, again, we're going to do this collectively. So we're going to be a whale on all these top tier launch pads. So this is by far the best utility an average investor can possibly get, right? Because these launches will happen, and all you have to do is just get your tokens, stake it, and you don't have to do anything. Claim your share. That's it. It's perfect. It's simple yet perfect. But what we also going to do? Burning. Based on the community votes, we will also use a part of the profits to buy back the What Do You Meme tokens from the open market. And after we bought that, we will burn the token. On our dashboard, you can also see how many tokens are burned. It's not a lot for now because we haven't started our utility at the moment of recording, because the first IDO is happening, well, from this day tomorrow. So therefore, we haven't burned them yet, but we did some burns to celebrate our 1 month existence and all of that. This is the complete dashboard that's now loading, and the dashboard has a lot of data, so that takes a little time. But here you can see the total supply, circulating supply, and the burn supply. So we have 100 million total supply currently with around a $3 million market cap, right? If we want to reach, for example, $1, you would say like, okay, I have to go to $100 million market cap. Well, that's not completely true because there will be heavy burning because we will make a lot of profit from these launches. So the burning will be extremely heavy, which makes the token extremely deflationary. So therefore, $1, right? It's like, okay, I'm the founder. I cannot, of course, speculate on what the price is going to be, but I think it's a nice first measurable goal, right? We are now 3 cents. So we have a long way to go, but then again, it's now a bear market. Our utility hasn't started. Therefore, our marketing hasn't started yet. So, you know, we're going very great also, so far. Also, liquidity. Of course, liquidity is everything. Low liquidity means a price which is easy to pump and dump. And we will prevent that by 2 different ways. For every buy, 2% goes to the liquidity, and for every sell, 3% goes to liquidity. But we will also use the profits that we make from these pre-sales to add to the liquidity. This will create a strong and stable price flow, which will make it harder for the people to ruin the price if they decide to sell a big amount of tokens. Right? So even if somebody decides to sell, let's say, I don't know, $10,000 worth of tokens, it does not have that much of an impact. And it's funny, we just started, like I said, like 1 month ago, and we are definitely not doing that bad. We have $160,000 in liquidity, and our price chart now looks like this. It's incredible, right? So even, again, if you decide to sell or, you know, if anybody else decides to sell, won't have that big of an impact. That's beautiful. But we will do one more thing. Expanding, of course. Create more income, right? We now have the money to get the ball rolling, buy these taxes, and now that we can participate with these pre-sales, we can make the snowball effect, you know, grow harder. We will use that money as well, especially in the beginning, since it's now a bear market, to expand to more launch pads. We will go to CDFI, Engine Star, the Pools Finance, DQBait, DAOmaker, GameFi, ChainGPT, more launch pads, whatever comes across, right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to expand to more launch pads and tear up. And therefore, going back to these launch pads, we have released in the best possible moment ever, because it was also expensive, and we are now tearing up at the bottom, right? Not saying it can go lower, but for now, you know, everybody that bought the dip right here, great. We at least buying this dip and not this dip or this dip, right? So it's hard, or it's easy for us to get a high tier on this. We have the money and we have the good buying opportunity. Now, when it comes to marketing of the project, which is very important as well, that's basically ongoing. Again, because I'm on YouTube for 2 years right now, and I worked and work with a lot of projects on one of my channels. But what I can always say to these projects, if they are good, legit, strong projects, say like, guys, you know, we have our own project running. What about doing some nice cross promo? I'll give your project a good shout out, explain that, and you talk about what do you mean. Therefore, sometimes you see these projects running out of funds, right? We do not even need funds in the beginning to do this kind of stuff, right? So we have ongoing marketing. Now, also what's I think very important, since I'm on YouTube myself, I know what works for projects and what doesn't. I see a lot of projects throwing their precious marketing funds away to YouTubers that buy views, or call channels on Telegram that buy, subscribers, and actually nobody buying their project. And in the meantime, their marketing wallet is dried up and the project dies because they threw it all away and they get nothing in return for it. Well, we do that a little bit smarter. Also, I don't want to make it seem like I know it all, but I know what works for me. And again, that's what I'm going to use for what do you meme, right? I am quite emotionless when it comes to the market right now. I'm always very cautious. Since the complete bear market, I've been preaching on my channel about, watch out with altcoins, they will go down lower. And so far, that's what's been happening, right? And therefore, we do not have that typical FOMO of buying in when the price is going up and all of that. The patience is there, and it's so far very rewarding. Therefore, we're sitting on a pile of $60,000 in the first month of our existence in the bear market, without utility, without staking, without marketing, anything, right? So can you imagine how it will going if everything about that is running, right? So therefore, my conviction about what do you meme is through the freaking roof. Now we have a small roadmap right here. Beginning of the marketing, launch staking, launch of the DAO system, participate in the first IDOs, such a market cap, which is not like more of an accomplishment, of course, listing on the cross chain, accumulate so much tokens, CEX listings later on the road. We can already list on the CEX, right? But then again, it's a bear market. It doesn't have much of an impact. Our fees won't be we won't have taxes on the CEX, which is working against our utility right now. It's not the right time, right? Some projects feel like, oh, we can list on the CEX, let's do that. It's expensive, and sometimes it's just not worth it yet, right? So we try to do this as smart as possible. Now, I think one big upside is that as the founder, I'm as doxed as I can be, as I'm running 2 daily YouTube channels, and this is actually my job, right? So I have to make sure that it works and people can talk to me directly, go into our Telegram group. So if you go to our website, whatdoyoumeancrypto.com, I'll leave a link in the description of this video. You can check out in the description all the website, but there are all the links as well. We have our Instagram, we have but Twitter, we have our YouTube channel right here. We have our Telegram. We do have a Discord as well. Twitter and Telegram are basically the main places. Here you can find the app, here you can find the white paper, you can find something about the tokenomics. We have some videos on right here. We have the charts posted on the website. Everything is there, right? Everything is there. So for me, it's very simple. Project's perfect. Nobody would not love the project, right? It's a matter of getting to know about it. And that's not what we even have tried to accomplish yet. And yet we went to a $5 million market cap with less than 500 holders. Can you imagine how it will be if we have eventually 10,000 holders? I'm super excited for the future. I hope you love what you see right here. If you have any questions, join our Telegram. I'm there every day, putting out text messages, voice messages, AMAs, whatsoever. Stake your What Do You Meme token. Get that passive income, finally, without some stupid ass crazy Ponzonomics, and let's really build something together. I'm happy you saw this, and give the video a like now you're at it.